everyone, this is Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com, and today I wanted to do a question that was sent to me regarding someone, and his name is Tom T. Moore. And the question is, some of the blog commenters have mentioned Tom T. Moore and his predictions or answers by one or all of his three guides via telepathy. I followed his work and do so enjoy the idea of benevolent outcomes. Him asking that way with gratitude only do good in my view. He seems so off on many topics, and he talks of the concept of timelines, with which I'm familiar. He also talks about his space brother coming down for a visit. This visit's been promised for some time now, and I'm not sure how to ask this in a way that pays Tom and his process respect, but maybe he gets at the heart of how people that are psychic and non-psychic receive information from another source that's not in this dimension. So really, what this is this man, he telepathically communicates back and forth with this being that he refers to as a space brother. And he asks information, he receives information, and he tries to share that information as clearly as what he can. So this person's asking about the process, and also many of the things he says don't come to fruition, but she doesn't want to take away from the legitimacy of his actual work. So to be more specific, this is what they want to know. Who is he receiving information from? What is their agenda? Is this information trustworthy? Is the information he's relaying to the public through his weekly post accurate for a particular timeline, but not the one we're coexisting on concurrently? I'm wanting to understand this from a deeper knowledge base, and to not simply say, oh, he's wrong and all of his information is wrong. I can already see some good he's doing by his work. So I took a picture of him, and I looked at this picture to tune into him, tune into his process, tune into what it is that he's trying to do. And I wanted to break down the questions, because it was a pretty lengthy question, break it down into parts and focus on those individual parts to see what came through to me. And I get that he is in telepathic communication with an ET. He puts it out there, and he communicates with beings of higher spiritual planes than our 3D plane. I'm not sure if he's ever described his space brother in any of his posts, because I didn't want to jade my opinion by looking at any of that stuff. I just wanted to look at him and get a naive impression. But what I saw this light skin, very pale, I would almost call it pale white, like a very almost pasty color, blue-eyed being. And I see that when he meditates, he's able to make contact pretty easily and have this kind of a pseudo conversation is what I'd want to say, but it was a mental telepathic conversation back and forth with this being. And I'll say that when I looked at the being, I wanted to know, is this being good? Is he bad? Like, what are the vibes of this being? And I got that he felt pretty neutral, to tell you the truth. I did not get any kind of a negative vibe, but I didn't get a very high vibe either. Sometimes when you communicate with beings, you sense that they're high vibration. I didn't necessarily get that there was like this angelic presence around this being, but he felt it would almost be like just having a random conversation, not something that's bad or something that's saintly, but more just mainstream, but definitely in a higher vibrational reality than where we are. The intent was positive from Tom, and he looks like he tried to express the information that he got and share that with people, illustrating the greatest possibility of truth at the moment he gets it. And what I mean by that is our timelines are changing constantly. There is so much free will intervention going on, things that if you were to go along this intuitive path, this life path, things would be fairly consistent and could be predicted easier. But we live in a time where that's not necessarily happening, and so timelines have to be reevaluated constantly. So at the time that he makes his prediction or his post or he shares information, if nothing changed, I get most things would come true, or we would see how what he shares would relate to what's going on. But because there is so much shifting, it feels like it's very difficult to predict things based upon what his space friend or space brother or ET, whatever name you want to put it, is sharing with him. So I don't necessarily want to take legitimacy away from Tom, but I just want to say that maybe more frequently he needs to evaluate the information he's getting to see what's changing and what's going on, because things do feel like they're changing a lot. And in the end, I mean, Tom, he is trying to do good. He's trying to provide insight, and he is using his skills to try to help people in the best way that he knows how. And that was all I really got about Tom. I want to thank you for listening. Please feel free to leave a comment, like me, share me, subscribe, all those good things. Everything helps me out, and I really appreciate all the support. And again, this is Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com. Thank you. Bye.